Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a couple of things to show you, but first I worked on my small Halloween project and I only got a little bit done. I got the word Samhain done and then started the bottom border and the key on top. So today I'm going to try to get to the pumpkin, and this is the color that I'm going to use for it, and it's a very contrasty variegation with light brown and a dark blue. So I'm curious how that's gonna turn out, but it's really pretty. And then this is the other color that I'm gonna use. And then I also worked on my autumn sampler, and I actually stayed up a little late than usual and finished all of the cross stitches. So everything is finished except for the back stitching. So like the outline of this banner and the pumpkin, like the grooves on the pumpkin, and then like her face, just everything needs to be backstitched, like the crow and the full moon and everything. And I think I'm like 80% decided to turn this into an ornament, but if I want to do that, I think I'll extend this area so it'll match the pumpkin. So I'm gonna add a couple more stitches here and maybe like add another spider because I think those are really cute and pretty simple to do as well. So yeah, I got a couple of positive feedback about turning this into an ornament, so I feel really good about it. And if I do that, I might even start at least two more from the autumn sampler, but I'm gonna think about that later. Because there's a lot of things that I can incorporate into small ornaments from this chart, so I think I'm gonna spend some time planning. So yeah, that's all the stitching that I have to show. And I went to a small stationery store and I got some materials to make my ornament hanger because I talked about it just a little bit in my last video and I was at the store anyway, so I went in and got some stuff to make my hanger. So the first thing I got was this wooden sticks or rods, and this will be where the ornaments will be hanging. And I got two because I want to hang a lot of things, so it'll be two levels. And then to connect these two, I bought this rope. So I'm going to use that to connect the rods and hang the whole hanger, if that makes sense. But I need to drill some holes here, so I'm going to take this to the studio later and do that. And so this is the rope. It's just some crafting materials. So I'm gonna use this to connect the rods and make the hanger. And then I might not use this, but I got these so that I could hang the whole thing on the wall. I'll show you the whole thing later once I put this together and then it'll make more sense. And I'll use these and the rope to hang the ornaments somehow and kind of rope it around the rods. And I can also clip the hangers, but also like hang the ornaments over the clips, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the plan for my ornament hanger, but I'm gonna have to go to the studio to drill holes on each side of the rods so that I could thread the ropes to hang them. So I'm going to work on backstitching my autumn sampler and then a little bit on my Halloween sew-in project. I want to finish the key here and get to the pumpkin. And oh yeah, I also got these ribbons to finish my Bryce tree ornaments next month. They're a little different. I think the pink one is thinner and sheer than the blue one, but I think I like that better. I don't want them to be too identical, so for that project, I think I have almost everything to finish. So yeah, I guess that's everything for now. So I'll talk to you again tomorrow. So it's a little later. I usually don't make updates at night anymore, but I just wanted to show you my project on Samhain. So I started stitching the pumpkin with this, and this is called Night Lands by Color and Cotton. So I started stitching the pumpkin with this, and with the other color, let me get it. So this is the other color, and this is called Witching Hour. So I'm stitching this, the key and like the bottom border. So basically everything else except for the pumpkin. Like there's these stars around the pumpkin, but with this color, I started stitching how I usually do, like the leaves here. So one X at a time, going in a horizontal direction, and then I decided that I wanted to try something different, so I decided to go in circles. So like in concentric circles all around from the outside going in, and see what effect that'll give. And so far I think I like it, but at the same time I think I might regret it because I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But this is a really small piece, so if I hate it, I can just redo the whole thing and it won't be a big deal. So yeah, I'm going to stitch a little bit more with this, and I'll update you tomorrow morning and see how this turned out. So it's the next morning, and this I'll talk about a little after I talk about my stitching. So I worked on my Samhain project, and this is what it looks like right now. And I don't know, I think this isn't going to turn out the way that I'm expecting it to. I don't know what I was expecting at all, but I think I just wanted to see what stitching in circles would look like. And I don't know how I feel about it just yet. I kind of like how it's giving like a striped look, but I don't know. But I'm just gonna continue with the concentric circles and finish it. So I'm hoping for some cool patterns, and this is just an experiment. So if I don't like the effect, I know now, so I won't use it again in another project. But if I do, I can try it and use it as a technique in future projects. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue with the circles and see how this turns out. And I didn't get to work on this at all, but I got more comments on my Instagram, and a lot of people thought it was a good idea, and that made me more excited about turning this into a small ornament. So I think I will, and I want to at least get two more out of this pattern. So I think one will be this diamond design with the word harvest. I don't know yet, so I'm gonna plan that soon. And then to finish this into a better square, I want to extend this out to where this pumpkin ends. So it'll be like a nice rectangle with another crescent moon here maybe. And I think that'll make this a better looking rectangle. And maybe a couple more spiders here. I think that's gonna look really cute. So super excited about turning this into a small ornament. And so I was planning on some finishings. So usually I make a separate video, but I think I do pretty much the same thing with every ornament. So I'm just going to include it in this video and just explain what I'm gonna do. So I have a couple of ideas. So let me start with this one. So this is the angel that I was going to finish a couple of months ago. So this is the backing fabric, and then these are actually like the handle of a shopping bag, and it was such nice material, so I cut it off before throwing the bag away. But I thought this will be a nice element to finish this ornament. I'm thinking about making this into a small bow and sew it on somewhere, or I don't know yet, but maybe this could also be a hanger. Like I could fold this over or something like this. So I could do that. So I'm just going to play around with this and see what I can do with it. But I really want to use them. Um, and then I have a bag of lace and string to decorate the ornament. I'm not sure how exactly, but I want to add it somewhere around the top here. So yeah, I pulled these out for the angel. So that's everything about this project. And then this is one of my own designs, and I was going to finish it into a hoop, but that didn't work out. So I'll just turn this into a round ornament as well, like the angel. And I still have the bow that I made, so I'm gonna put this here. So this is a pretty straightforward, easy ornament with this as backing. And for the edge and the hanger, I'll use this. So I'll just stitch it around the edge of the ornament and also like the hanger. And if I can, I want to get like those vintage looking bells. So yeah, that's the idea for this one. And I think this will be like the easiest ornament to finish. And then my third ornament is also one of the lavender and lace angels. And with this, I'm going to add this lace on the bottom. I'm gonna just fold it so I could show you this real quick. But on the bottom here, I'm gonna add this lace. But I'm gonna make sure that the length or like the width isn't as long as the stitched piece because this lace is pretty wide. So in ratio, I want the lace to be more narrow than the stitched piece. And for the border, I might use this. This is like the suede material, or I could use this. This is more sparkly than the other one, and use this one as the hanger. So I'll have it somewhere like this in the middle. But yeah, I'm still deciding on that. And then for the back, I only have this left, and I was actually thinking about using the other yellow one. So this one for the other angel, but I'm already using for the other angel, so I want to use the blue one, and the blue matches the blue angel really well too. So yeah, but I'm still deciding. I also have this one, so I could use this, but I don't know. I think I like the blue, so maybe I'll go with that. But yeah, so this trim is really sparkly and the fabric is really sparkly too. I don't know if you could see that, but it's really pretty. It used to be one of my favorites until I started stitching on 40 counts. So I wish they have it in 40 counts, but I don't think they do. So yeah, that's everything about this project. And then yes, I have another one. I'm gonna do 4 finishes this time. So this is my recent finish. And since this is really tiny, I'm going to do a double layered ornament and have it a little bigger. So I'm gonna have this fabric showing a little bit to the front, and I'll add this trim around the ornament, something like this. So yeah, but I'm gonna have to see what that looks like later when it's on all 4 sides, because I think it might look a little too busy. So if I end up not using this pom-pom trims, I recently received this from a subscriber, Margarita, and I think this one in the middle, the red one, I think this look really good with this design. So I might use that instead of the pom-pom trims as a border and also for the hanger. So that's everything I have planned. And I was going to finish this as well. This is Remember Me by Blackbird Designs. And I was trying to, so I want to finish this as a long pillow, but I didn't have any fabric to go with this. So I'm going to order something later this month and attach a hanger on this side so that I could hang it vertically or just display it somewhere on my bookshelves. But also this is on a 32 count, so I might stitch this again on a 40 count because I want to make this a little smaller. And I just really liked working on this. This was a really quick stitch and it's really pretty, so I don't mind working on this again. And I think there's another Remember Me design that came out pretty recently by the Primitive Hair, but I think that was for like a club or something, but so I can't seem to find the chart to purchase. But I saw that on Pinterest and it was really pretty, and I think it would be really pretty if I collect a couple of Remember Me designs and start a collection, because I know there's a couple more that says Remember Me, so I think that's gonna look really pretty as a collection. So yeah, I'm going to work on the pillow probably next month, but for now I have a lot of finishing to do, so I'm going to start with these. So I have a finish and it looks a little weird. I'm not too happy about it, but it does give a creepy vibe. So in that way, I think it's cool. So I started stitching in circles, and then around the eyes, I started stitching in smaller circles and did the mouth and the nose area in another circle. So this here was in a darker blue, and that made it look like it had a mustache, and it reminded me of Charlie Chaplin. So I changed it, or I took it out and restitched it, but it's still a little darker there, so it still looks like Charlie Chaplin to me, but I'm not gonna fix it again. It's finished, and I think it looks like a pumpkin that's going really bad. So yeah, that was a little fun experiment. So I will finish this into an ornament after I finish the other ones that I'm working on right now. And then I didn't work on Autumn Sampler at all, so I'm going to work on that today, and maybe I'll try to finish it. I didn't get much stitching time yesterday, so I don't have a lot of progress, but I tried working on my Autumn Sampler piece. So the first thing that I did was backstitch the banner and the pumpkin, so the pumpkin definitely looks a lot more defined than before. And then I finished one of the vines here, so this vine was cut off because there's another banner right next to it, but since I'm not going to do that, I just made this up, and that was really easy to do. So I made a little swirl there, and then, oh yeah, so here I did like the half stitches, just like the side, and I'm going to do some spiders and maybe another spider web so that this space isn't too empty. And then tonight I'm going to stitch this over here so that it looks like it's continuing, like the background. And then I'll work on finishing backstitching the rest of the area, and this will be a small finish. And I didn't work on anything else other than this. I didn't even start FFOing my ornaments. So if I can, I want to get some of them started. At least like cut out the cardboards. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. And I included a lot of baking in this video, and I get comments once in a while and some messages saying that the cooking and the food videos are really fun to watch. So I'm going to continue with that whenever I can in between my daily updates. So yeah, thank you so much for leaving really nice comments, and also about making my autumn sampler into small ornaments. I got a lot of positive comments about it here on YouTube and also on my Instagram, and some people are actually planning on doing the same as well with their samplers, so I thought that was really cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.